You are a Planeswalker, one of the elite spellcasters of the multiverse. During duels, you will face fearsome enemies, sometimes other Planeswalkers, to battle. You each start with 20 life. The first player to reduce the opponent's life total to 0 is Your library is the deck of cards containing all the spells, creatures, and resources you'll need. You begin the game with a hand of 7 cards. Use the mouse to select a card in your hand. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in on the selected card. On your opponent's first turn, he plays a land. Once on the battlefield, land. Your opponent uses that land to summon a creature onto the battlefield. Crazed Goblin costs 1 red mana to cast, so your opponent needed just 1 mountain to cast it. You can play 1 land on each of your turns. Play a forest now. Crazed Goblin attacks. Because you have no creatures, you're unable to block. Crazed Goblin has 1 power, so it deals 1 damage in combat. The more lands you have on the battlefield, the more powerful spells you'll be. Your 2 forests now give you access to 2 green. Runeclaw Bear requires 1 green mana and 1 mana of any type to cast. When you use mana from lands, those lands become tapped and can't be used again until your next turn. A creature can't attack the first turn you summon it to the battlefield. This is often called summoning sickness. The creature will be able to block if you're attacked. Crazed Goblin attacks. Because Runeclaw Bear is untapped, you can choose to block with it. Click Runeclaw Bear to select it. Crazed Goblin has 1 power, so it deals 1 damage to Runeclaw Bear. Runeclaw Bear has 2 power, so it deals 2 damage to Crazed Goblin at the same time. Crazed Goblin has only 1 toughness, so 2 damage is enough to destroy it. Runeclaw Bear has 2 toughness and takes only 1 damage, so it survives the combat and remains on the battlefield. As the turn ends, all damage dealt to creatures wears off. You can press H to request a hint. These hints may advise you about which spells to cast, which creatures to attack with, and more. Request a hint now by pressing H. Runeclaw Bear no longer has summoning sickness and can now attack your opponent. Click on Runeclaw Bear to attack with it. cast any number of spells each turn. You can attack with any number of creatures each combat. You can block a single attacker with any number of creatures. Your opponent will divide the attacker's damage among its blockers.